Hi everybody, it's me, Mike Celestino from laughingplace.com. I'm here at Disneyland's Star Wars Galaxy's Edge for this week's episode of Laughing Place on Location. Between last night and today, it's kind of been a 1-2 punch of Star Wars Night 2026 for Disneyland After Dark, and starting today and really last night, the expansion of the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge timeline. So let's look around at both of those things going on here at Disneyland and in a galaxy far, far away. In case you're not familiar with Star Wars Night, it's a ticketed after-hours event that's part of the Disneyland After Dark series, and it features numerous rare characters, photo ops, food menu options, and entertainment offerings that you won't find during your average day at the happiest place on Earth. The biggest news coming out of Disneyland After Dark Star Wars Night 2026 was the debut of the new (old) characters arriving on Batuu: Han Solo, Princess Leia, and the Dark Lord of the Sith himself, Darth Vader.
I have come for an enemy of the Empire.
Other Star Wars characters available to meet around the park during Star Wars Night included the Mandalorian and Grogu, Hera Syndulla with Chopper from Star Wars Rebels, Queen Amidala, she must have been on break when I went by, Anakin Skywalker, Jawas with astromech droids like R2-D2, Ewoks, C-3PO, and more. I thought it was fun that the Disneyland map was divided into Star Wars planet names instead of the usual names of the lands. As far as entertainment goes, the evening kicked off with an unadvertised special moment featuring Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord voice actor Sam Witwer talking about the show and then coming face to face with his alter ego.
Your match. Make some noise for Darth Maul!
There was also the returning March of the First Order show in Tomorrowland, which now features Kylo Ren, as that character has been excised from Galaxy's Edge.
I am in command of this battalion of troopers. Interfere with me, citizens, and you will find out that Sir, I know we are close to finding the resistance agents. I was just informing these conspirators that I will by any means
Your mission was clear, but you have failed, Lieutenant.
Speaking of Galaxy's Edge, this year's lightsaber summoning in front of the Millennium Falcon stars Asaja.
I am Saja Nova, a believer of the calling of the Force.
You may remember that mystical faction from the now defunct Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser experience at Walt Disney World, alongside Luke Skywalker himself.
Master Skywalker.
The Force is strong with you, and with all who have heeded its call here on Batuu. It is what has drawn me here to Black Spire Outpost. You have done well, my friend. By the will of the Force, and with powerful allies such as these, there is hope that the Jedi may one day flourish in the galaxy once again. My friends, Activate your lightsabers and raise them high along with your hearts. Carry this connection forward and keep it close wherever your journey may lead. As Master Yoda said, may the Force be with you!
Other shows I didn't have time to check out this year included the returning Figrin Dan and the Modal Nodes performance on the Rivers of America, and an upgraded lightsaber instructional, which I heard was pretty cool and included a duel on Tom Sawyer Island. Photo ops around the park included postcards from Naboo, Adelphi, Tatooine, and Endor. Plus, there were physical sets of the Rebel base on Yavin 4, the Endor speeder bike chase, and the returning thrones of Boba Fett, Emperor Palpatine, and Bo-Katan Kryze. In the merchandise area adjacent to Galaxy's Edge, I found the Anzellan starship photo op from Lucasfilm's new movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu. On Main Street, USA, guests could align themselves with the light side, the dark side, or right down the middle with a lightsaber photo op. And I absolutely have to call out the incredibly impressive projection mapping effects on the dome of Space Mountain. It's a Small World also had projection effects, turning the attraction's facade into a Delphi base from The Mandalorian and Grogu. Here's some of the merchandise that was available for the event, which included a variety of apparel and collectibles. And while I didn't eat anything myself, here's a quick look at the food offerings for this year's Star Wars Night. I did pick up one of the light-up Protocol Droid head popcorn buckets, and I had to swing by Oga's Cantina to grab the really wonderful-looking new DJ Rex mug. That brings us to Wednesday morning, which was the official daytime debut of the Galaxy's Edge timeline expansion. So I made my way back into Disneyland about a half an hour after opening, and the first new character I saw was Princess Leia, followed by the Imperial Stormtroopers, who spent some time patrolling Black Spire Outpost without Darth Vader. Then I saw the Mandalorian and Grogu back in their usual area around the marketplace, and lastly I watched Darth Vader's daytime arrival and departure before taking a break to work on some other stuff.
I will find Skywalker, and you will learn that even here, the Empire is in control.
Returning to the park that afternoon for a live stream, we saw Rey in the marketplace area, which is farther than I would have guessed she would roam from the Resistance base in the new setup. And finally, Han Solo came out for his appearances by the Falcon, and on my way out, I spotted Luke Skywalker walking together with Ahsoka Tano. Before I wrap up, I also want to mention the changes to the decor in Dok-Ondar's Den of Antiquities and the gift shop formerly known as First Order Cargo, which is now called Black Spire Surplus. And the First Order banners in that area have been replaced by new banners that represent the different communities of Batuu. The other major new change that has made a lot of Disney Parks fans quite happy is the addition of John Williams' score from the movies as background music in the land. I think that's everything new in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, but while you're at Disneyland, you'll probably want to jump on Hyperspace Mountain while that overlay is back, and maybe grab yourself one of those fun bantha sippers. The next big change we have to look forward to is the new mission coming to Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run on Friday, May 22nd, the same day The Mandalorian and Grogu opens in theaters.
All right, that's going to wrap up this episode of Laughing Place on location. I think it's time for a haircut again. Look at that. Between Star Wars Galaxy's Edge timeline expanding, Star Wars Night happening with Disneyland After Dark, you've got Maul Shadow Lord on Disney Plus, and you've got The Mandalorian and Grogu heading to movie theaters in just a few weeks. There's a lot happening in the world of Star Wars in a galaxy far, far away right now. So I want to thank you for joining me in exploring Disneyland for these past couple days. on this episode of Laughing Place on Location. My name's Mike Celestino. As always, please visit laughingplace.com for all your Disney news and opinions. And may the force be with you, and we'll see you real soon. Next time I'll have a haircut, I think. Bye.